As the number of COVID-19 cases continues to spike, Governor Ron DeSantis announced that the state is lowering health and safety restrictions on long-term care facilities. CBS 4's Joan Murray joins us live from Las Olas with what the move could mean in the battle to contain the virus. Joan.
Well, depending on who you talk to, not everybody will be happy with this new directive from the governor, because some feel since we are going in the wrong direction at this point, that may only add to the problem. Right now, things are holding steady here in South Florida, but there is some concern that in 2 weeks' time it will be a different story. The pandemic has become a part of life in South Florida, and in the twists and turns of the COVID roller coaster, it appears we are headed upward once more.
It's just more testing, more places are opening up, and there's more people traveling, so that's why we're a tourist state, so it's just going to go up.
You know, I still want to wear my mask when I go into restaurants or I go into public places, so I still feel it's a threat, yes.
Statewide, there are 5,558 new cases, the highest level in months. And in South Florida, we are seeing the highest numbers in weeks. Miami-Dade had 853 new COVID cases with 13 deaths. In Broward, 546 new cases, 0 deaths. South Florida public schools have been back in session for in-person learning about 2 weeks, and over 300 COVID cases have surfaced there. South Florida hospitals are holding steady. There are plenty of beds available, says Broward Health's Chief Medical Doctor Joshua Lynches.
I think the real take-home message is that if you're sick enough that warrants medical attention, you should not forego that for fear that you're going to get COVID. We are well equipped to take care of people, and they should absolutely not delay the care that they need.
FIU infectious disease expert Dr. Eileen Marty says there is a wrong message that is contributing to the spike.
We should let this wild and horrific virus just spread among people while allegedly protecting the more vulnerable among us. Unfortunately, that's not really doable. That's not the way this virus works. And we know that invariably, as less susceptible people become ill, they pass the virus on to more susceptible people.
The bottom line, what is old is new again.
The masks, washing your hands, staying away from other people that are sick, physical distancing, the same things that we've been preaching for the last 7 months, those are the things that allow us the capability to take care of patients when they come into the hospital.
So once more, no surge in hospitalizations here in South Florida, but everyone is watching those numbers very quickly, and we'll be watching them closely over the next 2 weeks. In Fort Lauderdale tonight, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.